welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to show you how I get really glowing skin that's just like super natural for springtime, which we all love. You don't want to be wearing a lot of makeup when it's starting to get hot out because we don't want to be clogging them pores. So it's really quick, easy steps. I try to use as much drugstore products that I could, but I don't want to lie to you guys and say that I found really good drugstore products when I didn't. So I'm sorry that I had to use like some higher end, but trust me, all the stuff in this video isn't crazy expensive. So I hope you love this look right here. And I'm sorry I've been a little bit MIA lately. I love commenting on all your videos and like watching everyone's videos, but I've just like have some really exciting news that has been keeping me really busy and occupied, and I can't share it with you yet, but I will be able to in like a week or two. So I'm so excited to tell you, but I just can't, and please don't hate me. I will be on vacation next week, so I won't have a video for you next week, but I'm going to keep trying to check in with you guys and follow me on Instagram because I try to get on there as much as I can. And thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Talk to you later. And enjoy this look. And I hope you guys like this look. Bye. No, not bye. So, of course I already primed my face. You know the drill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use two foundations, one from the drugstore, one from Sephora. So the first one I'm going to use is the Revlon Airbrush Effect. This gives me like nice coverage, but I notice it almost has like a dewy feel to it, but it gives you a little bit more coverage than a typical dewy foundation would. And then I'm just going to do a few drops of the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Water, and I really like this foundation because it's super hydrating, but it still like lets your freckles and stuff like that see through. Shine through. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my favorite brush, if I can find it. So I'm going to take my favorite brush. I'm going to use the Sigma F80 brush. I always come back to this brush. I don't know why. I just like really like the way it goes onto my face. So I'm going to do like three dab things of that. I'm just going to like put it all over my face. So I always do like dewy, natural skin in the spring, in the summertime. In the summer, I really don't wear a lot of makeup. I just like to let my skin breathe, and like guys think it's so sexy when girls really don't wear a lot of makeup. And I know my husband like loves it. So I'm just gonna put it on how I typically would. So as you can see, this gives me really good coverage on my face, but it's like not too over the top. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this BB water, and I'm just going to use a little bit, and I'm going to dab a few dabs onto my brush. That's more like one big dab. And then I'm just going to start putting that onto my face. I'm just going to tap it in my skin. Now, I'm not really wiping it around, I'm literally just tapping it because that BB water is going to help keep my skin really hydrated. Because when you're going for a dewy look, you want hydration, you don't want oil. So this is just going to keep everything nice and hydrated and not oily. Then I'm just going to take my beauty blender and just push it all into my skin so we don't have like creases and swipe marks or nothing like that. So then next up, I'm going to use the oldie but a goodie, and that is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And I like this because it's really, it's got like a low coverage, but it's like a good low coverage. Like it's really natural, and it doesn't look cakey and thick. So I think this is perfect for springtime glowy skin, just like I said, because it's going to let your skin breathe, and it's going to show your natural face without looking totally airbrushed and cakey, which I do love that look. So I'm going to start putting it underneath my eyes. I'm not going to drag it down as far as I would, just because I want this to be really natural glow. So that's about how I'm bringing it. I'm just like putting it right here. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm taking a damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to push this into my skin. I'm not going to move it around, I'm just going to push it. Push it. And that's, again, it's just going to help make it look nice and natural, and it's also that water in this is going to keep us from creasing underneath our eyes, which is super annoying. And when you crease under your eyes, it can make you look so much older than you really are. This weekend I was at the beach, and the salt water just, I love salt water for my hair, but for my skin, if you're wearing any sort of makeup, I feel like it just dries it out. So I feel like I aged 15 years wearing concealer, so I don't think I'll be doing that this summer. And then with whatever I have left over, I'm just going to put into the middle of my forehead, down my nose, on those little lines on your lips. I forget what they're called because I'm having like a moment, and down here. Just so everything equals out and everything's like nice and good to go. So next up, I'm going to take my NYX contour palette, and I'm going to take a brush that isn't the typical brush I would use to go underneath my eyes, but I left it in the car and I'm way too lazy to go get it. Typically I would use the G2 brush, but today I'm just in a powder brush, you know? Sometimes you just got to do what you do. So I'm putting on a little bit of the yellow banana powder underneath my eyes. I'm not using a lot, I'm just using a tiny bit to set it. I literally swirled it in here once, and I got both eyes with that. Super easy. We want to keep this like super minimal, you know what I mean? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Ulta highlighter, and it's like a little mini, and it's really pretty. I love the color of it, and it's like a little paintbrush, and I'm just going to paint this onto the highest point of my cheekbones. And everyone knows I love that highlight, so I'm probably going to put it everywhere. Okay? So yeah, put it there. I'm probably going to put it down my nose, put it at the tops, right where your arch of your brows are. Right in here, on my chin. I might just put a little bit on my collarbones. Probably just take a bath on it later. Then I'm going to go back to with my finger, and I'm literally just going to push this into my skin. Because I would use my beauty blender, but I'm all about the glowy look, and I feel like this tops it all off, so I don't want it to go nowhere. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my favorite highlighter at the moment, and this is the Too Faced Cosmetics Candlelight Glue, and this is Rosy Gold. I've mentioned this like 100 times, and I'm just going to pop this right on top of everywhere we just put all of our good stuff. So pretty, and I'm so glowy. Then I'm also going to take this and I'm going to put it into the inner corners of my eyes where my makeup was. And then I'm also going to pop it on to the under corners of my brows. So then to finish up my look, I'm just going to top off my cheeks with a little bronzer and a little blush. And I'm just going to top it off right underneath that highlight. So here's the highlight, and I'm going right underneath there, and I'm patting it and pushing it into my skin. At this point, if you start going like this, you have so much on your face, it's just going to move the makeup around, and it's just going to basically ruin all the work you just did to your face. So I'm just patting it there, and I'm just going to put a little bit all the way at the top of my forehead. Making sure not to go over where I put all of our highlight. So then for blush, I'm using a little Ulta Mini, and it's just like a baby pink and has a little sparkle to it. And I'm just going to pop that on to the apples of my cheeks. I'm going right underneath that highlight, because I want the highlight to be like the star of the show. Super easy. And this is my finished look. I hope you guys love it. I hope you guys are enjoying your spring, because summer is literally right around the corner. I know I'm enjoying spring because I start getting sweat marks and like pit marks as soon as summer hits, because I cannot control my sweat because I'm a raging hormonal crazy person. So yeah, I hope you guys love spring as much as I do, and have a great day.